Welcome back. Let's play Shadowrun. Evening, sir. What's the word around town, Mr. Cluey? There's been more talk about the Ripper killings. Some of the people are saying they're hate crimes on the account of the victims all being human. There's more to it than just that. My thoughts exactly. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock, you're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. Don't worry, we're not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotypes. I'll leave you to your business, sir. Yeah, I am a human. Ohio? What? Would you like some? Forgive me, Ome, but you look like hell. Long night. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. So I've been told. I can tell that you have been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there is something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Yeah, I found some DNA evidence and need help analyzing it. That is excellent. I will unlock the piano so you can go downstairs. I am certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you, if they are awake. It is likely you will need to visit the Matrix before the day is done. Oh, damn it. Thanks. Gamate Gudasai. Good luck. So, I do remember that when I first played through this game, I remember very much not liking the hacking stuff. So, you've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper, the Matrix, the cybernetic analog of Inside the Grid, the worldwide computer network, a digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body's left behind. All while your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data, IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has many dangers as the meat world, and more locked doors, security measures, and black IC that can fry a Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked. If you aren't careful, get dump shocked out and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by an enemy Decker, and you can die. Boy, oh boy, I can't imagine who I'm talking to today. Why can't I save? Why can't I save? Morning. You look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action, too. Suppose I can use a shower? You here to buy equipment? Negative, I need a DNA analysis. Fry can help you out. Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. Could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would require otherwise. I just read a journal about it, so the information's still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity? That's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I came in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via Matrix run. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want to test. Fandrax, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help you trace the blood sample back to the source. If this works, I'll bring back more than just a sample. Whose blood is it? Could be the Emerald City Ripper. No, Drek. Wake up, Johnny boy. You've got work to do. And Fandrax, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, Fandrax. The problem is I don't even have any decking skill. But I do have a lot of karma. Want another one. Been doing a lot more talking than I've expected. Alright, now I have some vague decking skill. Oh, Von Gras, excuse me. Was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I've got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. I can get rid of it for you for, say, 20%. That leaves $2,000 for you. Deal. Pleasure doing business. Johnny Clean. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's time later, maybe you could tell me about it. Yes, maybe we could sit down with David and he could share his research, but let's stay focused. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has any prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private grid easily, but I've got to warn you, once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? Why can't I jack in? I'm so confused. Okay, I cannot use these. Do I just not have enough experience in decking? I just can't deck in. It literally just will not let me do it. Okay, this is a problem. Why can't I... Unless this is like a tutorial thing, I have no idea. Missed. He's dead. These things stick around. How nice. I mean, they're missing. Oh, I could just attack normally? Oh, okay. Also, I still can't... I don't know. I don't know where I am. This thing's got a shield, that's why it's not taking as much damage. That's right. I haven't taken a hit yet. See if there's a match for this fingerprint. Whoa. Silas Forsberg, deceased. Chop shop, surgical assistant, breaking and entering, public indecency. Yeah, I was gonna say 100% match to a dead man? Let's see, let me catch some cover here. I took damage! My first damage! Damn, we are on fire. What does that mean? Okay, it's dead. Overdosed? Yeah, something ain't adding up here. So could this Silas Forsberg be our man, or... Not liking this situation I'm in, by the way. That missed. It's not... Oh, it is dead. Okay. I gotta use that. Kill? Okay. Can he actually hurt me? He made me more vulnerable. But can he actually hurt me? I don't think he can. Johnny Clean, I can see why you were, who you were. The body of it been ruled a suicide. Massive puncture wounds. Let's regroup in meat space. You're the only one here, Mr. Johnny Clean. I had nothing to do with this, literally. So here's what we know. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with chop shops, which fits with the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to a psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can deck into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find this doctor. You in? Punch it, man. Why can't I? What is going on? I can't jack. So as I learned, so basically the dialogue kind of bugged a little bit, and we didn't actually see a dialogue where, like, he was explaining what happened since I'm stupid and don't deck. I don't know why it bugged out. I don't know what the hell happened, but it oh my god. Yeah, it was weird, to say the least. That's partly why I was so confused. So we're only supposed to have Johnny Queen in here because, again, I can't deck. Because I really have no interest in decking, because I'll be brutally honest, I really do not like these sections. Okay, 20 to... Physical abnormalities. Changeling children. Nice. I assume he got a name now, Dr. Holmes? Let's keep going and find out where he works. I assume he probably didn't like... Watch out, that black I see could fry our brains and kill us. Okay, well, we don't want that. Okay. Oh, damn, it's strong. Is dead. Someone tells me this Ripper isn't gonna like getting a new psychiatrist. And we gotta wait on healing, so we're gonna heal as quickly as we can. We have Chief Psychiatrist and Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital in Washington. Psychiatrist residence, Mercy. Okay, so he's been at the same place, and he was in private practice from... Okay. Bingo, let's meet back up in Meat Spice again. It's interesting, to say the least. Oh, people are here now. Any luck in there? We found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now, I have my theories, but what do you think is going on here, Fandrax? Maybe Silas faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. What was it that we saw in the autopsy report? He was killed by sedatives, but the coroner still thought he had ripped his own face off. Coroner really phoned in on that one. Happens way too often when there's no next of kin willing to foot the bills for a thorough autopsy. I definitely don't think that report told the whole story. They matched the identity by dental records, right? Not the most reliable. It matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlup off the street no one will miss, swap the teeth, and take the heat off your trail for a while. Luckily, I've never been that desperate. But why would we need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linking to a different crime? He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True, wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they want to become a doctor. I think it's beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes' employment records have him as an administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on his file matches the person you saw downtown. That same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. I should go find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high-caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I side-loaded on tons of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. I'll see you later. Interesting. Delilah? I'm not one to talk, but you look like Drek. Afraid there's much I can do for that. Now, what can I do for you? Everything alright here, Doc? Here at the Union? Yes, fine. Just getting back to myself. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteer at a medical center on the other side of Touristville. I had a rough shift. What happened? What always happens? Some run or some deal or some meet went south. One thing led to another, etc., etc. I didn't hear all the details. All I really want to know is what came in on the lips of the victims healthy enough to still speak. Apparently one of the Baron's gangs incurred the wrath of the local Siopo rings, leading to a rolling shootout with the city streets. Several bystanders were injured. But the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant out on Union Hill Road. They woke some sort of toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle. And we were left to pick up the pieces, of course. But enough of my troubles. Let's hear about yours. Tell me what ails you. Weird. I don't really want any. Not really looking for any. You know. Let's get double tap. I want to get another point in charisma. Let's do that. We have 60 health now. What's new in the world of magic, Algernon? The spirits are turning. Something has upset the natural order. There is something new. Different. I've seen some sick Drek lately. Might be what you mean. I can see you have met with disturbing visions. But there is something else out there. Something not born of life, as other spirits are. Too often this world leaves us confounded. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my idle musings. Yeah, I was gonna say he sells magic, which I can't use. What do you sell, Mersman? Armor, that's right. You got new armor? Ooh! Oh, does that mean my man Gruberman has new... Just in time. I've got a new slew of new toys in from a supplier back east. Factory fresh and still smelling of their mother's gun oil. Maybe there's something in this batch you'd be interested in. How long you been in the trade, Buster? Well, let's see here. I left Cal Free on July 8th, 2038 at 6:13 in the morning. It was a Thursday. From there I wandered a bit. Pardon my skills as a merc in the half-dozen different wars, official or otherwise. Never did take to run into the shadows like some of the boys I knew. Too subtle for my taste, I suppose. Surely there's no shortage of full-scale engagements to be had, so I didn't want for work. Might still be doing it today if I hadn't lost the arm.
How'd you lose it?
It was all so stupid. Some Aussies were lobbying smokers behind our lines more to mess with us than anything. I decided to toss one back. And didn't it just figure that out when I grabbed ain't a smoker. I got it off, but just barely. Shredded my old arm, but good. Got plenty of other scars to remember the one by as well, but the arm was the big one. So take a word of advice from an old soldier. Make sure you're never holding a grenade in one hand, unless you just pulled the pin with the other. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, I need a revolver. You're gonna offer me a revolver, I'll take it. I'm gonna stick with this armor for now, I think we're okay. And as for people, need to hire a crew. Got a good amount of money. We're not gonna go to the Nephilim network. I could hire Jenny Hex again. Why not? She was good. Iron Liz, why not?
Shannon!
Is Shannon the only person I know that I can actually hire? Like, I can't hire, Paco or... I guess not. Maybe at one point I will be able to. Shannon, sure, you can come along. Same team.
The blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snohomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the presence of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls and broken windows. All around the building is the lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up to the hospital steps to confront Samwat's killers and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. In my ninja suit.
That is why we're going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.